Before we get into it, I'd just like to say today's video is a bit of a different style where we do everything live and really time for time us finding the gold live with you on camera, which is hopefully really interesting. We also get to share a lot more of our knowledge and tips and tricks on finding gold yourself. If you like this style of video, let me know down in the comments. If you don't, also let me know down in the comments and we'll go back to our normal ones. But boy, we find a lot of gold this trip. Totally stoked with how it went. So, we'll get into it. What's up guys, it's the Sluices here, and we are here at one of our favourite mining sites. And this trip we have a goal. We just want to find just one and we'll be happy, gold nugget. So, we'll get into it. So before we head up there, we've had quite a few requests to see what sort of equipment we have. So this we're doing like a bedrock crevicing type trip, looking in bedrock for nuggets, etc. So I'm going to show you the gear we bring up. So first we have fire waders for each of us. These are nice, handy, portable, protect you from the water, and yeah, just great footwear to wear. We have our two metal detectors, Gold Monster 1000 and the Equinox 800. Equinox has the 6-inch coil, Gold Monster the 5-inch coil. These are both really solid detectors with similar performance, and we don't really have a preference, so when we can, we just bring both. We have a little rock pick for clearing bedrock, and some safety goggles to wear with that. And then we have this new massive East Wing pickaxe. This thing's a beast. This will really do some work today. We got this one from Dan at Dredge NZ. In fact, all this equipment's from Dan at Dredge NZ. If you need any of that, make sure to go check him out. We then have a series of pans, small, medium, and large. Got to do them all. And then a classifier to go with them if we need to classify. We have 2 snuffer bottles, 1 each. We have gloves in case the water gets cold. Machete to clear off any vegetation in the way. Some tape to tape on gloves, fix up anything that breaks. Some rope, a series of shovels, a little hand sucker, a crevicing tool. Always bring a sluice. It's not a sluices video if we don't bring a sluice. So we've got a small sluice we always bring up. Big shovel to dig big holes. Little shovel to dig little holes. Little pickaxe, to a different type of pickaxe, got a kind of a grubber to clear off rocks. Gas cooker to cook our lunch. Emergency locator beacon in case things go wrong. A torch if it gets dark. Water bottle to fill up in the river. Rain jacket in case it starts raining. And a pack to put it all in. But anyway, that's the gear we're taking for crevicing today. And yeah, it should be great. What do you think, Dad?
Yep, and the new walkie-talkies, just in case we get lost. Also, we get separated, and the fry pan and stuff for cooking, if they come. Cheers.
Dad's food supply. Looks like he plans to spend the entire time eating. Since we were here last, this is new massive slip come down the cliff. I've been detecting away and I haven't really got any targets up until really faint target with the Equinox 800. I'll put that down and I'll show you what we've got. Hard to see. But where is it? Right there, see that? Right there, that is a piece of gold. I've got gold. So, we'll clean it out and show you what it is.
Just gonna dig out this bit of gold.
See it? The piece of gold right there in the bedrock. Nice wee piece. Sucked it up. Got it sucked up in the snuffer. So we'll see. I don't think it's too big, but it's a piece. There it is.
Nice wee hang. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Nice wee picker. Solid.
All my fingers in the way.
Nice wee picker there. So I'm just down from where Dad is working, and where we got that nice wee picker slash mini nugget, and there's some good looking bedrock here. So I thought I'll clean this out and I'll see if it can provide anything. First things first, I'll check if there's any gold sitting in this overburden. One teeny flake, not even worth sucking up.
While I'm cleaning this crevice out, I'm just going to give a bit of context for you guys who may not know what I'm doing. So what I'm doing here by splashing the water up is gold is really heavy. So by splashing this water up, the hope is it washes all the light material off out of the crevice, leaving only the gold and the heavies sitting there for us. If there is gold, of course.
So 5 minutes later, we've cleared that down, almost nothing in the overburden, so I'm just going to keep going till I get to that bottom bedrock.
Sadly, no nugget in that one, and almost no other gold. Bedrock crevices are really hit or miss. They'll either have a heap or nothing, as you'll soon see in the rest of the video.
I just cleaned out that little bit of moss there in the bedrock, and I wasn't expecting much, but far out. Look at that. All that gold. Quite a good wee run of colour for moss. So I might find a big moss deposit and clean that out. So I think there's a lot of moss here, and it's not too far above the river. So hopefully the river will be flowing along, and in all these eddies here, the fine gold gets caught up in the moss. I know this is nugget territory, like we have found nice pickers and nuggets in the main crevices before, but the fine gold will likely get washed out of those. However, and in the moss, and the fine gold gets caught up, gets stuck down there, hopefully there's a lot of it caught in that stuff. So, I'm going to get the scraper, scrape that out, and see if we can get some fine gold. Got a nice pan's worth of moss. I'll pan it out with you guys, and depending on how that goes, that'll determine whether I stick to the moss or just go looking for more big pieces. So I need to find somewhere that's shallow enough for me to jump in. Right about here should be good. Break that up. Moss is looking pretty clean. Broke up pretty easily. So I'll pan that out. So this material here, at this site, it's really light. The gold may be fine in this moss stuff, but I'm not going to spend ages panning it down real carefully, because I know I'm still going to be catching most of the gold. So spin it up, side to side, take off some of that overburden. Shake it up, side to side, take off some of that overburden. It's probably enough. We'll get some water in there. Get it in, and we'll spin it back. It's actually pretty good. See that? That's quite a nice wee flake there. Fine stuff, fine stuff, fine stuff. And that nice flake. Probably about $1 worth of gold in that pan. So look at all that. That is all gold. All around the edges, all around there, all around there. From in that moss stuff. However, I probably prefer chasing those big bits. So we might move off the moss for now. But that is not a bad show at all. So what we're doing here, we've got all bedrock, which we've found gold in the past, and it comes up here, but it's covered in overburden. The overburden has 0 gold from what we've been testing. So we set up the sluice, we put some of it through just to double check, and no gold. So what we're doing is we're doing what we call placering, where we'll use the pickaxe and shovel to just clear off all the overburden to get to the nice exposed bedrock, as you can see here. And fingers crossed that stuff has some more gold.
Move that massive rock.
We move this huge rock, and we're probably going to flip it out once more, but we'll see how it goes. So I've just come down a bit. Dad's just making lunch. We're kind of giving up on the hole, and we're just going to go explore a bit more. But I thought, while Dad's making lunch, let's go for a detect. Just in here. Sounds like gold to me. That's the sort of target a small piece of gold will make. But either way, there's a definite target there, so we'll clean that out, eh? Scraped out roughly where I thought the target was, just in there. Just got a wee bit of material, scanned back over, target appeared to have gone, so I panned it out. It's not huge, it was obviously really close to the surface, but that is a nice wee picker there. Probably like a $3-4 gold picker there. And the Equinox 800 picked that up, really solid. As you can hear, it's really loud there, but it was quite faint, so it would have been probably like about that deep in that bedrock. But that is a nice wee piece, nice bonus score. That's where I got that piece just here and right in here. It's real faint, but like about a mere appears to be another target. So we'll get that out. Okay, so just in here, that's roughly where the target was. It was really faint, so I don't expect it to be a huge nugget. However, that bedrock is going down quite a bit, so if it was at the bottom of the bedrock, it may be quite a nice piece. Get some of the material out, we'll scoop that up, chuck it in the pan. What I might do is I'll chuck this up here, move this just here, and we'll scan over it again. Fingers crossed, it's still in the hole. Still seems to be some. So we're on pinpoint mode, it's going to full pinpoint. pinpointing right about there. So, the target, this is what I like about the Equinox, it's a lot better at pinpointing than the Gold Monster. The target's somewhere in this section here. In the meantime, I'll pan this down, just double check there's not another nugget or a flake or something here and there. Just do it quickly, or put on the shake picker. Not the best panning, but I'm doing it one-handed, sorry. Oh. Like one teeny speck, you can see there. Not even worth saving though. Okay. Well, we'll keep digging this one out. Hopefully it's not in-ground mineralisation, that'd be a disaster. If it's that small and that deep, that sort of numbers, it really does sound like gold. We might have it. I think we do, yep, we've got it. It's a piece of gold. So, it's not big. Right, I'll see if I can get you in. You see that right there? That there? Right, and fuck no, wrong crevice. There. Right in there. See that golden glint? There we have it. Piece of gold. Detected that up at that deep, and it also actually looks like on top of that piece. Can you see that? That's a little flake there too. So a little flake and our target. All dug totally live, exactly how I would do it. Not the best footage, but shows you I'll get it. So we'll get that out. So I've just come back to grab the snuffer to go get that bit of gold, but Dad's good on here cooking lunch. He's got a
Tomato and eggs. Oh, there's sausages in there.
tomato and eggs. He's got
The
the gas
sausages
cooker
are in there
here.
already. The sausage is already cooked.
So going all right. They're clipping up, but we'll just break them up. It should be all good. And then in here we have sausages we've cooked. Nice warm food. All you need for that is just to bring up a little gas cooker and stove on top. Weighs probably 500 grams, 250 grams. Frying pan, and then your food. You can cook it up here on the river, easy as. But I'll get the big snuffer and I'll get that piece of gold out for you. There's our gold right in there. All sucked up in the snuffer bottle. Maybe that wasn't our target. So there was that piece in there, and then maybe there's another one. So I'll pinpoint that. That's where it's loudest, just across there. But it still seems to think that there's some form of target and right and under here. Hopefully there's more gold, that'd be good. Anyway, I already showed you the other one. I'll drop the camera for now and I'll get it out, and if it is gold, I'll show you. Just the lunchtime weigh up of the gold, well not weigh up, look up. So I've still got that other signal, but here's what we've got. You can see, we'll get rid of that glare. You can see, there's the big bit there we got detecting at the start. Two other nice wee pickers we got detecting just then. A series of flakes, and then quite a bit of flour gold. Maybe a quarter gram, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less for the morning. So it turns out that really faint target wasn't that little picker. Must be quite a rich spot then, because I found that little picker and heaps of flakes in that material. But nevertheless, kept scanning, still really faint, bit of a target there. So I busted open a big chunk of bedrock there, got it all out. Just look down. Can you see that? It's a big piece of gold there. Not sure it's the biggest of the trip, but it's definitely second. Far out. You guys see that? Oh, that is a nice wee nugget there, or big picker. It's at least a $10 piece there. It's probably the second biggest of the trip, I'd say. Maybe not quite as big as that first, but that is a nice piece. That is awesome. So I've just been coming along, got a target with the Equinox and confirmed it with a gold monster. Honestly, this sensitivity is almost identical, but have a look at that. It's a nice nugget there, or picker or flake or whatever you want to call it. It's big and flat, it's a piece. Just got it out, but that is about 2 inches. It's probably a $15, $20 piece. Awesome. Just down here, Dad's called me over and he's got, I just scanned out a really solid target with the monster.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, so he reckons he's flipped it out. It's in this stuff here. I'll scan it over for you. It's definitely a target. Shut that down.
What's there?
So it was up in here, and we brought it down into that stuff. So we'll see what it is.
What's that?
Here it is. Piece of gold right there.
Right.
That was really...
Yeah,
yeah, that was really odd.
that is really good.
There's some on my hand too, but...
Real tiny.
Yeah, but that is...
What's in the pan?
Nevertheless, a piece of gold Dad got out.
Jeez.
That's quite a nice bit.
That's what we're going to do. I just scanning across here and gee, that's a good target. Didn't even need to look for it. Look at it. It's a,
Have a
what
look
do you
at
call it? A
that.
sunbaker.
That's a big sunbaker there.
Oh, is it chunky as well? Oh yeah, yeah.
I reckon that's the heaviest of the trip. It's real stuck in there. Look at that. No, that is a massive bit.
Got it?
Oh,
yeah, no, take it for me. Oh, Jesus, that's heavy. Woo! That's a yote. Nah, it's not bad.
All right,
Funny,
nice
it's
piece.
nice wee piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does that look like? It's interesting, that one. A potato.
Potato piece. Nice. Didn't even need to detect it. I saw it. I was like, wait, is that gold? Monster's doing it too. Another beautiful sunbaker. Honestly, that was just sitting there. It's amazing how the gold just sits here like that. It's like almost like someone just came along, dropped it out of their pocket, and it's sitting there. But it is probably, it's not even stuck in there, that one. Far out. It's awesome.
Yote!
So a lot of expletives were just said, guys. We've got a nugget, a big nugget.
Look at this.
Screaming. Can you see that? There's a huge piece of gold right there. Look at that nugget. Yes.
I want to get that out. That might even be bigger when we get it out.
That is Dad's biggest bit he's got. It's a big bit. Like, I came back with an Equinox and it's just like,
It's like squealing, like a little.
this absolute squealer. Far out. This will pay for the trip. Oh yeah, no, this pays for the new pick.
Well paid for already.
Look at that bit of gold.
Nice sweet nugget. Looks like it may go back into it. Looks like we tadpole.
No, we tadpole nugget. That is awesome. That
Wasn't massive, but
that's a biggie. That's probably our third biggest nugget we've ever found, I'd say. Maybe not quite, but far out.
I'd say it's the fourth biggest. You know, the second one you got it.
Yeah, no, fourth biggest. That's up there though, that is really up there.
Nice nugget.
A beautiful big chunk. Yeah. So Dad may have got that awesome sunbaker and that huge nugget. However, he appears to have missed some targets. Really faint. And just in that one specific spot right there, but he missed the target there and right here. As you can see, they're very faint, so even just swing like that, you may have missed it. But he did miss those. And the gold monster and the Equinox are give or take about the same sensitivity, so that wouldn't have been the issue. But nevertheless, I've just got 2 more targets, so we'll get them out. There's the first of those 2 targets. Have a look at that piece of gold. That's a beauty. What's the bet? This is also gold. Sounds like gold to me. Today it's just only been, we've had a few annoying hot rocks, but outside of that it's just only been gold we've dug, no junk at all. This is, got it with the Equinox, Gold Monster confirmed it, as always, is in the pan.
There it is there.
There it is, nice wee.
Hang on. Yeah.
That's quite a biggie. That's
Nice.
a chunker.
It's a
Nice
chunker.
wee piece of gold. So Dad's just cleaning out a difficult to get target, but I thought I'd scout up around the corner because we've got a new little piece of
This is
tech.
Ginger Nuts. This is Ginger Nuts over.
Walkie-talkies. So I'm about 500 metres upstream. I'm going to see if you can hear me. Ginger Nut, this is Golden Nugget. Radio check. Over.
It's not a radio check, I just letting you know I found that wee nugget. It's a nice wee nugget. I washed it out and I thought, oh shit, and he found it downstream from the location.
Awesome. So was it like down in the river?
No, it was just down at the bottom of that crack, so I put heaps of water and washed it out. Never saw it until it's like a, yeah, it's probably about a $10 piece, maybe even 15.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to keep heading up.
Sweet, I'll keep detecting around here.
So yeah, we got those walkie-talkies. I just did a radio check just to check if we could hear me, which is all good. We're just being casual on them, not doing any pro words or whatever. But yeah, he just picked out a nice wee nugget, obviously, so that's good to hear. But I just had the Nox, literally nothing else, and I'm just going to speed run. I'll get some footage for you guys actually, but I'm just going to speed run further upstream and see if I can get any more rich deposits. We'll get back to you. Gosh, it is a glorious day to be out mining. One of the most beautiful places, and like, look at that, the weather is just phenomenal. Gotta love it. Got the detector. I have all been up through this area before. This is the, have prospected up here, detected it lots, but there's been more big floods. So, fingers crossed, there's some more nuggets. Gosh, it'd be good if I had a, because as you can see, I'm just holding the camera here, or my phone in this case, but gosh, it'd be good if I had a proper camera and like a camera mount so I could just strap it onto my head. That'd be real cool. I reckon that's the, instead of a new piece of mining equipment, I reckon that's the next thing I save up for, a proper sluices camera. Look at that, guys. Absolutely amazing. Stunning. It's not too hot too. It's just coming on here in New Zealand. It is the end of August, so just the last few days of winter for us. So it's really spring at this point, but it's nice spring temperature. It's not gonna burn you. It's not quite hot enough to just like dive in the water, but it's a nice warm temperature where you stay warm and the water doesn't bother you, and nice, but you don't overheat from working too hard. I'm obviously not scanning any of this stuff just because there's no exposed bedrock. The overburden here is going to be crazy. That's a deep pit there. Ooh, how do we cross this? I'm going to jump over to that one there. Right, let's do it. Glorious. That's rubbish. It says I've only climbed the equivalent of 10 floors today. Far out. I know we've increased in at least 200 metres altitude since the start of the day. And that's not including going up and down. Bedrock. Here we have it. It's looking pretty good actually. I think we scanned over this before, but it was a while back, so we'll do it live. I'm not going to go under the water for now, just because I could, but is that a target? Go under the water and we might actually have a target right there. It's really, it's a -9 though, and it's been solid, and that's normally what the hot rocks here come up as. So might leave it for now, but we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that tomorrow. It's just I only had the knocks on me, just really doing some scouting. What was that noise? Oh, GP walkie-talkie in my pocket. That's really, I try to when I am really going over it, I try to go over everything twice, forward, and then back up. Just because those really faint targets, you might need to hear them a couple times. I'm obviously not doing it grid for grid, just getting a rough do over, seeing if I can pick off any good targets. The crevices here aren't too big too, so anything that is really, really faint, it's not going to be deep, it's just going to be a shallow, teeny piece. No, nothing in that bedrock sadly, or nothing obvious. We'll obviously go back over it better in the future, but nothing too much. Some more bedrock right here. This stuff looks a lot more promising. There's a big water hole there. There's some bedrock across there actually. So you think of it, the water comes roaring down, blows out the material, and fingers crossed the gold settles up on here. What did I say? We hit a target. This is totally live, guys, not plotted as you see. I've just walked over here for the first time today, and that's what prospecting experience does. You know where the goal's going to be. I had a feeling it was going to be rubbish. Came up here, I just told you guys, instantly. Is that it there? No, not on the surface. Sounding like gold, we use the pinpoint function to see exactly what it is. Right in there. So we have a gold, hopefully gold, target right in there. So what I might do is, I knew that, I had a feeling this, well not a feeling, I guessed that that was going to be a good spot. So we'll leave that there to mark it. That definitely sounded like gold though, and this far upstream it's very rare to find any rubbish at all. So, fingers crossed. Even the old timers, I don't know much about this area, honestly, but I don't even think the old timers are up here very much. Far out. That is loud. That is a loud target. I can see. Low battery sign just came up. I just got that loud target. I think I can see it. Listen to that. Oh, is this going to be gold, guys? It's going to be gold. No, I can't see it. Never mind. Scrap that. But we'll clear off this overburden a bit, and we'll see if we can get that target. See that? That's weird. Alright, now maybe it's... It's either a massive hot rock, the biggest piece of gold the world has ever known, or a piece of rubbish. Jeez, what is that? If that was gold, I'd be rich. But reality of it is, a target that loud, that's never going to be gold. However, we'll come back to that tomorrow. Or maybe now, I don't know, I might dig it out. Actually, just going to this. Right, well, we probably have a bit of gold down there at that rock. I still haven't done this bedrock fully properly, so we might be able to scratch one or two more targets out. So we'll put the knocks down. And we'll pull up Dad and update him. Right, sweet as. Right, yeah, so it is starting to get late. That is the evening sun, not the morning sun I was just showing you guys. Geez, that target though. Imagine if that was gold. I'm not sure what the biggest nuggets in this area were back in the day. I'm actually getting a bit excited, I must admit, because that sounds just like every other bit of gold we've ever found. I think we'll leave that one, eh? We probably have a target there, but we'll leave that one till tomorrow. Still, you never know, you might as well dig it out, but judging by the size of it, it'll be an ounce nugget plus. And it was, oh, bedrock here. Just do a quick scan. Let's check over that. Not much. Right, well, I've done enough of this live stuff, so you can see quite a good looking spot right there. But I'll zoom you back in if we get anything good. But outside of that, I'm probably just going to go maybe do this bedrock here, head back to Dad, and we'll head out. See you later. So I'm just round from where I said I'd just detect around the corner and then stop. And so there's been a target here. We've tried to clean it out the past 2 trips we've been here, and we haven't been able to get it. This was with a gold monster, but it's still loud and clear in there, sounding like gold. We've just never been able to get it out. So maybe we'll try that again this trip, because it does sound like gold. That's gold. That's gold numbers, but I don't know. But another exciting update. Definitely sounds like gold to me. Right in that crevice. So 2 more possible pieces of gold. For reference, here's that $10, $15 bet Dad said he got over the microphone. It's just the net stuff. A nice wee mini nugget / picker. Just coming back. Just got such a faint target. That sounds alright there, but there's one angle right over, nothing, nothing. This angle, pretty much nothing. This angle, which was going on nothing. You just need to be right on it, and there's a nice wee target. So fingers crossed it's gold. Should be showing. Hopefully. Scan over it again. Get some water in there maybe?
Yeah. Probably.
I don't think it's going to be huge, but it could definitely be a nice wee piece of gold. Just gently pour some water down, real gently. There it is. Not huge, but picked it up. Nice wee piece of gold.
Far out.
We're back the next day. This is the target I showed you guys yesterday. Still in there in that bedrock. So right below that pit bit, I said it'd be good to trap gold. But Dad's got pickaxe and stuff, so we're going to come in and get this one out.
There it is. See that?
There it is. There is our target. We'll just let it focus real quick. Piece of gold. So that was the one I detected yesterday. It's not huge, but it's a little wee picker there. It's good that we got that. Nice score. Right, so this is the massive target I detected yesterday. It's now suddenly coming up gold numbers. Actually, no, it's a solid -3. It was coming up gold numbers for a minute, but I'm pretty sure it's junk. We might as well just get it out live, just in case, but probability of gold is probably 1,000,000 to 1, considering how big of a target it is. There it is, big chunk of steel.
First non-gold target we've got, eh?
First non-gold target we've got this trip, but at least it's a bit of junk out of the river. So we got a bit of a target here. Just thought we pulled it out. It was maybe a $5 picker, which is decent. Just scan back over it and there's still a really strong signal coming out of there. So fingers crossed there's another piece. There's a real compact crevice in there. That's a likely good indicator for gold. We're getting it out.
Oh.
Hey, guess what, guys? So this wasn't one piece. It wasn't two pieces even, but it was 3 pieces. So flip that one out, get picking, and look at that. There's another bit of gold there. Get that one out. There's a nice wee piece there. Right there. And then there's another bit. And then there's the bit we just got before, which is probably
Yes, the dad said rescan it. It was a good call.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there it is, small piece, and Dad was like, oh, rescan it. And there were 2 more pieces, probably bigger than the first. That's probably a 1/10 of a gram and what, a 1/12 of a gram, I'd say. Those 2 plus the other bit, so that's like a probably 1/4 gram little crevice there, 3 nuggets on top of each other. That is very, oh, no, 4. Make that 4.
Another one.
4 nuggets.
I'm sure it's old bedrock here, man, with the heads of it.
I think that's gold, or maybe it's not gold. Let's see. No, it's not gold. Hey, no, 3 nuggets. 3 in one holder, that is really solid.
Another nugget.
So we're back up at the spot where we got our record 6.2 gram nugget. That target, this spot, we cleaned out heaps of nuggets, came back here. We've detected over it twice, this is obviously fresh.
This was
Dad just got another nugget.
right over here.
Right in the middle of there, loud target, scraped it out. That's second biggest of the trip yet. There's probably that's a nice, probably,
Gram.
I don't think a gram, maybe a ½ gram nugget there.
Nice, though.
That's a biggie.
If you remember last time, this was all full of material. We still dug it all out. You would have seen on the video when I'm digging it all out.
It was
But
all
obviously
full of
that's probably
material
been
there.
there, but the material was up over it.
Yeah, the material's washed down a bit more. I think we got the big nugget was about there. We got a series of nuggets there.
Fresh.
And we
Really
just put that
fresh,
this
isn't it?
fresh. It'll be over half a gram nugget.
Awesome.
That is
Scan it
awesome.
again.
Quite a good target in this bedrock here. See if we can get it out.
Same as before. Water's deep. Yeah, it's dull, it's going to say it was that light.
Crevice is going in deep, which is a good sign.
Ooh, it's in there. Big target?
Sounds reasonably large. Is it? It's in there. On the side of your stuff. There it is.
Oh yeah, it's a nice wee piece.
Just got it out and it's a nice wee piece of gold. Just been detecting that I slipped and fell in that deep bit. And luckily I only got wet up to about here, but all went down my waders, so that's a bit of a disaster, but hopefully I'll dry off and we'll get back into it. My waders and gear are just drying down there, just been detecting a bit more. Boy, bedrock's surprisingly, or any rock's surprisingly painful to walk on in bare feet, but it's worth it because I just have a piece of gold. Oh, look at this, guys. Nice sharp target. Can you see it in there, right in the middle? Right there. That's a nice piece of gold. Got that detecting, and it's visible too. So I'll see if I can get that out. It's really stuck in there. So I'll let you guys stare at that for a minute. And I'll go grab a stick or something, because Dad's a bit downstream, so I don't have any of the crevicing gear. Okay, I have a stick. Quite a biggie actually. Jammed in there pretty good. Just about got it. This is looking to be quite a goodie actually, because it was still like, look, that's probably that's what, like 3/4 of my finger down, my big finger down, so probably a good couple inches, 6-7 centimeters, and it was still bringing up really good from the surface. Oh, that's huge! Crap, that is a big bit, guys. It's real stuck under there, no wonder. Look at that nugget! Oh, guys, what if that was so loud? It's not massive. Actually, that is massive. That's in our top, that's easily in our top 10 biggest bits we've ever found. Look at that. Beautiful wee nugget there. Right from down to that crevice. That is awesome. So upstream here, we had a target. It was only making noise one way. And I was like, oh, I think that's a hot rock, Dad. And he was like, oh, I'm still going to dig it out. And he started digging it out. And it turns out it wasn't actually a hot rock. It's definitely a target. It's just that all the angles we were going on the detector only let us get the sound one side. we finally got the right angle, and sure enough, ding, 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 with the Equinox. It appears to be in there, and fingers crossed, the numbers are now coming up good, that it is a piece of gold. This is an area where we've found some gold in the past. It's not the richest spot, but just down, yeah, just down in here. We cleaned this out. If you've ever seen our video titled More Gold Nuggets in NZ, it was our first trip detecting with the Equinox. We got, this was from Gold Monster though, we got a little nugget out of there, maybe a $20 piece, out of that crevice there. So we haven't got much else up here, but up in this bedrock, Dad does appear to have some form of target. That's in quite a good promising spot too. You can see this is a bit of a vertical crevice. Vertical crevices are always great for gold. Comes forward, there's a lot of rocks, an overburden, and then there's a big rock with a bit of material and again in front of this crevice. And that's where our target appears to be. Still in there by the sounds of it. It sounds quite off, I know, but it is a target once you get the right angle. We'll get back to you once we get it out. This might be quite the discovery. So we just, I'm not even sure if the target's out, but we scooped up some of our overburden material, and I'll spin you back live.
Oh, you beauty! Oh, two!
Look at that. That is loaded with nuggets.
Oh, the whole thing! Oh, we'll stick it all out.
Far out, guys. I thought there's so much hot ground up here. I thought it was hot ground, but I would have missed that, I'll be honest. I was so confident it was a hot rock. But look, that is a... Oh, maybe it's one piece that we split it, mate. Oh, yeah, it looks like we split it with a
I think
pickaxe.
that's it, Dylan. Who's on fire today? Dad's on fire, getting all the gold, finding all the gold. On fire!
But I think this might have been one piece that got split with a pickaxe, because look at that.
Nothing can be there, Dylan. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he split it in half with a pickaxe. A piece of gold.
Oh, so it would have been probably a fourth of the big space in this one piece.
Darn it, that's unfortunate, but
Oh, yeah, that looks like
See
a heavy wee nugget.
see that there? That was a piece of gold that's been whacked with a pickaxe and split in half.
Oh, well,
And then that
we'll melt that one down there.
is the other half. So that would
Been
have...
super glued in there. They're obviously not part of it though.
So this is just one piece. That would
Oh,
have
I see.
that would have went together like that.
Oh,
And it would have went straight through with that pickaxe. Boy, that thing is a beast. But nevertheless, that's a big bit of gold, and happy with it. I don't normally detect underwater too much. Like, I won't jump on underwater strips of bedrock like I will the more exposed ones like here. But I started on this strip. I thought, why not continue along and detect this underwater bedrock? Boy, am I glad I did. Got a real screamer from in there. Chipped away, got louder. And I was like, oh, far out, it's going to be hard to get it. Had to get really down there in the water. And just as I was about to get up, I looked down, and there it was, right in the middle of the crevice. You see that? It's a nice little nugget there. In fact, that's not even a little nugget, that's a pretty big nugget, I'd say. That might be almost half a gram, possibly even more. But that could be more, far out. Nah, probably not more than half a gram. Nah, I'm overstating it. But that's a big solid piece. Big piece of gold there. That is awesome. Last picker of the trip. So we got this target on the way up this morning, but we left it. Now this bit's really far downstream, and we've never really got any targets or nuggets or anything downstream. But nevertheless, there was a target. It's not a nugget. It was in this little crevice here, so it was obviously really close to the surface. But that is a little wee picker there. So
Bucks.
yeah, a couple
Just one
bucks.
beer.
Nice little bonus. We're here with the weigh up. This is yesterday's gold, and this is today's gold. Yesterday's we just got the one massive nugget there. That is the third biggest nugget we've ever found. And a bunch of pieces between a 20th and a 5th of a gram mark. Nothing really much bigger than all those there, but that's still really solid. And then we have today's. We have 3 really solid, not bad nuggets at all. They're probably all in our top 10 biggest bits we've ever got. The pretty big nugget, Dad split, which is still good. It's still good fine. It's still good. It's gold weight. 3 in one hole, and then 3 other pieces we found detecting. So, we'll out these big bits first. I think we'll do the 3 in one hole. We'll just see how much essentially came out of that one crevice. 2.8 out of that one crevice, all right on top of each other. This is not bad at all. We'll then skip all these small ones, they're not too interesting. We'll do the one that's been split. So the biggest split is 0.29, and with the other bit, it's a 0.37. That'll actually, if it hadn't been split, that'd be a really big nugget. But even then, it's still a solid wee nugget. Then got that nugget I got barefooted up there, that crevice. 0.46. That is a nice wee half-gram nugget there. There's a really solid. I saw it, and I didn't think it was too big, but then I just got it out, and it flipped out, and it was way bigger, as you guys saw. And that bit we got deep under the water, that was a nice score coming back down. Exactly half a gram. 0.50. There's a half-gram nugget. We've never really got any bits around the half-gram mark. Everything's been either below a third of a gram or above the 3/4 gram mark. So it's nice to have some pieces that size, but that is exactly half a gram. Then have the biggest for today. That awesome one Dad got back upstream at the original nugget spot. 0.8685. That is the fifth biggest bit of gold we've ever got. So that is a nice nugget there. It's a beautiful, solid, just big chunky piece. Now finally, the biggest of them all. One we got on day one down there. It's obviously not our first or second biggest bit, but I reckon it's our third biggest piece of gold. It has 1.03 to beat. 1.37 grams for that nugget. That is a monster. That is a big piece indeed. And so I'll get it all up on there. We also have probably maybe a 1/10 of a gram of fine gold, but we'll just add that total to the end. I didn't want to mix it in with the nuggets and the pickers. We're above 3 grams. Above 4 grams, and we've still got all this stuff. Pretty good for 2 days, easy going, we weren't even working all day. I was just crevicing and bedrocking. Finally, 5.39, and then if you take into account the just over a 1/10 of a gram of fine stuff, we have it all there, and then all in the pan there. It's 5.5 grams. That is an absolutely awesome weekend. That'll have to be probably our third best trip yet, and only for 2 days. That is absolutely awesome. Look, fourth best trip yet actually. I forgot about the one at the dredges, but that is absolutely awesome. For the amount of time we spent, it's definitely in our top 3, probably even our top 2. That is some amazing colour there.
Thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Before we end it, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of our channel patrons and their support to help make this video possible. I would also like to give an extra massive thanks to HBJNL and Goldpan Fam, the 2 Gold Motherlode tier patrons. If you want to help support the channel too, so we can get out mining a bit more and hopefully make some more videos for you, check out our Patreon and the link in the description below. You can also get some super awesome bonus perks that come along as a thank you for your support. But outside of that, if you enjoyed, make sure to smash down on that subscribe button and leave a like. If you want to see our prequel to this trip where we pull out more gold nuggets, or our prequel to this trip where we go back to the site and get our best trip ever, the videos are up on the screen now. They are some pretty cool watches and some of my personal favourites of our videos. But outside of that, we'll see you on the next one.